Hello and welcome back to some Starfield. So we got this game last night. I have about 7 hours in it. I just made a new save, and we're gonna go in real quick. I basically worked up to the point um, where this is the character creator. So if you're looking for the character creator, this is the character creator. This probably is going to be a fairly long video because there's a lot of crap in here, and I want to go through all of it. So that way we can kind of have it, right? So these are your kind of your generic, the predefined characters that you can start with. So this is kind of the different stuff that you can do, um, and the just the different faces. Now I want to page through all of these. There is a bunch of stuff here. It's a character creator for a Bethesda game, so there are a lot of them, and these are just the predefined like starting characters. So as we keep going, like so you get some of the idea of the different stuff that you can do, and all of this stuff. Like this is just the point of the starting point, right? I think their plan with this is to give us a starting point and just kind of go, okay, here's your starting point, and then that way we don't spend the first 4 hours of gameplay in the game. Um, Now, once you do this, you can kind of move these around as always. You can kind of whatever you want to do. The body type is male, female, right? So you have two body types. You know, let's go here to the okay. Walk style. If you have kind of one that sways the hips a little bit and one not as much. At least that's what I can tell anyway. There's a little bit more sway to that one, and then that one's not as much sway. And then skin tones, we can kind of go back here to the beginning. You can kind of just, there's not as many skin tone colors, but from just light to dark, easy enough. We'll go something a little bit lighter, make it easier to see features and stuff. Skin tones. Now, once you get back in here, you can go back in here and do skin tones again. Kind of get your idea of where you want to go. Head shapes. You pop through different head shapes. Go square, thin, wide, round. So you can pretty much like whatever you want to do. If you want to make a troglodyte, it's easy enough to do. The hair, as far as I can tell, it doesn't matter which body type you choose. You can get pretty much any hairstyle you want. So there's buzz cut, there was bald, widow's peak, friar tuck, side shaved, all the different hairstyles. And I'm sure the modders, once they get these out, there's going to be ridiculous amounts of mods for all the normal stuff. I'm sure the stuff here is going to be. Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's go back. We'll go back. All right. So hair colors. So your hair color is just kind of a solid color. It looks like you got a little bit of purples, a little bit of reds, a little bit of mixtures like highlights and stuff on some of those. So there you go. A little bit of that. Facial hair. Yeah, a couple of different colors for facial hair. Facial hair color, same thing where we kind of move those around if we need to. The facial hair colors are the same color as the hair colors. Eyes is the shape of the eyes. And then you can get into all this and go start grabbing all this stuff and start moving it around and do whatever you want to and move things around and blends and move and like the amount, like always, the character creation, doing whatever you want to with these things and doing different shapes and blends and like you can do all this stuff. Eye color. So we only have 12 eye colors. A couple of different eye colors there at the beginning. Eyebrows, same thing. Eyebrow color. Change your eyebrow color up so you have different colors for everything. Foreheads, noses, for noses, different ears. Not that we can see my ears right now, but they are there. Change their cheekbones. And then once again, like I said, you can start, moving those around and just creating, whatever you want to with it. Like the amount of detail and stuff, as always. Teeth. There you go. Different teeth that we can add. Your jaw, chin. And I'm not going to go through every one of these because they're just, it's so much. It's like trying to figure out each one of these. And for the most part, it's just trying to figure out which one you're going to want. And so if you really want to make your own perfect thing, you can. Let me go back up here to hair, facial hair. And then we'll go back down here. Let's see, let me go back to teeth here. That way we get his hair out of the way. So jewelry, it looks like there's no jewelry, nose ring, nose hoop, side noses, center bridge of the nose, earrings, hoops, double hoops, left and right sides, different sides, and obviously the jewelry color. You can kind of go through and choose what color of the jewelry you want. There's a few. Dermesthetic is go ahead and crank this bad boy up. Is basically skin color, abrasion, stuff like that. And some of these I didn't really go through. Like there's 38, 40. There is a bunch of these. So obviously somebody was bored on their lunch break and just went for it. Complexion, color, temp, right? So we can change our color of your complexion blemishes, basically add some freckles in. So if you really want to, there is a crap load of these things. Scars. As always, gotta have some scars, right? Jeez, what a mess. Let's see, facial forms. What's facial form? Oh, so that's like wrinkles and stuff, it looks like. Crank the intensity up. Let me turn the scar back off. We'll go facial forms. It's really hard, yeah. So once I crank it up, it's a little bit easier to start seeing them. So there's like bags under their eyes, wrinkles, chin there. So basically, it's just different like marks and wrinkles and stuff on their face. This one is, and if you're trying to figure out what it does, you can crank that intensity all the way up, and then more bags. So okay, so it looks like they're the same ones. So basically, we can add. You can basically get two facial forms and mix and match. Um, and then tattoos. We change our color of our tattoo. Change this way. Come on. a couple of different colors, not a lot of different colors. Get our intensity up here a little bit. Tattoo. Really like cats. Crazy stuff. It does move with the skin, so that's kind of cool. So there's all that stuff. Cheeks, move our cheeks around. Lipstick base, add lipstick. Eyeshadow upper, eyeshadow lower. It's just like, as always, right? Like, it's just ridiculous the amount of, if you really get into this, and I hopefully at some point you'll get into the game. I think they said once you get into the game, you can go talk to somebody and basically go redo all this stuff. So if you're just trying to get into the game and trying to get going, you can basically just choose a predefined. Once you get in the game, you can change all the stuff. Your background, once again, this is all stuff that gets really, really crazy, right? Basically, these are your skills. You're going to get basically level 1 skill in this stuff to begin with. As you start, Beast Hunter is fitness, space greatness, commodity oxygen. The increased lung capacity gain regular fitness regime is essential to survival. Ballistic sentries are complex, proven to eliminate threats. Few things stack up against powerful high-speed projectiles. Access to brand new worlds means access to new ingredients, dishes, food, and drinks. So being able to cook things, right? So basically, this gives you bonus ballistic weapon damage. This allows you to use less oxygen. This allows you to make new food. Bouncer. Bouncer is, boxing. Basically, you can punch people. Security basically allows you to pick locks. Fitness and space, the greatest commodity is oxygen, right? Bounty hunter. Boost pack training. So you start with boost pack training. Missile weapons are favored because they lock onto the enemy ship, and enemy knowledge training system can make them more effective, right? And then piloting. So piloting, this one, the piloting is basically tied to being able to control your ship and ultimately being able to get larger ships sooner. So that one helps. Chef, basically gastronomy, dueling, basically stabby sticks, and scavenging. They are fine just about anything. Size is usually dependent on knowing where and when and where to look. Combat medic, pistol certification. So basically, you're better with pistols through advancement of medical training. Withstanding galaxy's many dangers. So basically, better at medicine. One may improve overall sense of health and even gain prolonged life expectancy. Cyber runner, basically stealth, security, and theft. And honorable, not illegal enough, but occasionally more discreetly removed property from where basically, I think that's pickpocketing. At least that's what it looks like. Cyberneticist, medicine, security, lasers, personal weapon lasers are widespread throughout settled systems. Greatly increase their effectiveness. Okay, diplomat, persuasion. Basically allows you to do better at persuasion conversations. This gives you better buy sell stuff. Explorer, lasers, astrodynamics, advanced technology from one thing, but skill, patience, and a little bit of love coaxing more capability of ship's grab drive. So I assume you'd be able to go a little bit further with your jumps. Access untold alien worlds and ability to decipher the data while on the ground became an essential skill set. So surveying, I think, is just being able to survey on different planets. Gangster, shotgun certification, boxing and theft. Homesteader, geology, surveying, and weightlifting. Weightlifting is training to increase one's ability to carry weapons and equipment both in space and on the ground. Industrialist, persuasion, security, research methods, skillfully employing new, basically allows you to research new stuff. Complete project faster, even gain unexpected insights. Long hauler, piloting, weightlifting, and ballistic weapon systems. Okay, so I like that one. Pilgrim is scavenging, surveying, and gastronomy. Astrodynamics, geology, and research methods for the professor. Ronin is dueling, stealth, and scavenging. Sculptor, medicine, geology, and persuasion. Soldier is fitness, ballistics, and boost pack training. I think that's the one I went with in my first run. Space scoundrel is pistol certification, piloting, and persuasion. Xenobiologist is lasers, surveying, and fitness. And file not found. Oddly, there's no information about file in your past life. Oversight, deletion, some powerful factors. Also note of mention, reason, right? So basically wellness, ballistics, piloting, which is not necessarily a bad one either. So piloting, like I said, that you the piloting eventually will let you pilot your ship better and get you bigger ships. And that's probably the biggest thing with that. And then so basically you'll have to choose one of these. Let me go with long hauler. I like that idea. I like being able to carry stuff and pilot and ballistics. I like that. And then you get to go into traits. So now in traits you have these, and I kind of burned through these a little bit earlier too. And some of this stuff can kind of get into a little bit of spoiler stuff. So volunteer commercial experiment that combines alien and human DNA. As a result, start with increased health and oxygen, but healing and food items aren't as effective, right? So you get more health and more oxygen, but healing doesn't work as good. The dream home, your luxurious customizable house on a peaceful planet. Unfortunately, it comes with a 125,000 credit mortgage at Galbank that has to be paid weekly. So that a little bit of a spoiler, but it's only like $500 a week. So it's not like you have to pay all of it off immediately. And it is a pretty large house. Empath, you're deeply connected to feelings of others. Perform actions your companion likes will result in temporary increase in combat effectiveness, but perform actions they don't like. Slice opposite effect. Extrovert, you're a people person. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring with human companions, or when adventuring alone. Can't be combined. So, and these are basically, you can't take both of them, right? They're exclusive. Pre-start collective settler, you gain access to pre-start collective dialogue options, better rewards, some missions given by the faction, but crime bounties and other factions are greatly increased. Can't be combined with other factions. Hero worship, if you learn the attention of annoying fan, adoring fan, adoring, same thing, who will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew and give you gifts. There's introvert and extrovert. Complete opposite, right? Kid stuff, your parents are alive and well and can visit them at their home, but you automatically send 2% of your credits home to them every week. Right? So you have parents and you can visit them, and I'm sure there's some benefit to that, because you probably like maybe you get to use their home or something. But you lose money. Neon Street Rack. You grew up in the streets of Neon, gain access to special dialogue options and better rewards. Some missions on Neon. Crime bounties by other factions already like these cannot be combined. Raised Enlightened. You grew up part of the Enlightened. You gain access to a special chest full of items in the house of the Enlightened in New Atlantis, but lose access to the Sanctum. The Universal chest can't be combined with other regional, right? So basically these are little bonuses, but it's kind of when you first go through them and without getting into the game, you don't know which ones are good or bad. Like, so you're like, do I take this one? But if I lose out on this, it's the whole, carrot and stick thing. You're basically, and then, so you're either raised Enlightened or raised Universal. So, but you can only have one of those two. But if you don't take either one of them, then you don't get either one of them. You grew up worshiping the serpent. Grab jumping provides temporary boost to health and oxygen, but health and oxygen are lowered if you don't continue jumping regularly, like an addiction. Can't be combined with any other religion trait. Space, your body's become acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are increased in space, but decreased on the surface. Can't be, right? Taskmaster, occasionally your crew train in a certain ship. That system will allow you to repair itself full health without whether it's damage below 50%. However, all crew costs twice as much to hire. Terraforma, basically the opposite of space. You basically get extra oxygen on the planet, but none on or less in space. Gain access to United Colonies dialogue, right? Wanted. Someone put a price on your head. The word has spread. Occasionally, armed mercenaries will show up and try to kill you, but being cornered gives you an edge. When your health is low, you do extra damage. So basically, berserking. So basically, you just go through and pick up a couple of these, and not getting too far into it of which ones I would do or not do. It is what it is. Like some of the stuff in the game it depends on what you want to play and how you want to do it. As with so many of these before. So this is just kind of the first one of these. I'm gonna put some other things together. I'm trying to get caught up. I didn't have the access to get in early, so I'm obviously behind the ball. And we're gonna do what we do. But if you like the videos, you want to see more Starfield, please go ahead and make sure you like the video and let me know that you do. If you have a question, a comment, or concern, please put that down below. If you do have questions about Starfield and you're trying to figure it out before the actual release of the game, and if you didn't buy the early access, or you haven't pre-ordered it yet, let me know. Throw those down in the comments. I'll do my best to get every answer I can for you. And then make sure you're subscribed to see more Starfield or any of the other games that we're playing. And then I'll have the YouTube do up a video for you for something else he thinks you might like. And we'll go from there. You guys be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.